On Wednesday, February the 13th, 2020, self-acclaimed African giant Burna Boy took to social media to declare himself the best, as better than not just artists of this current era, but since Fela Kuti, placing himself in higher regard than a very long list of respected and successful musicians. And then, when a fan remarked that it was others that paved the way for him, Burna Boy responded by shading Nigerian artists that had made grounds overseas before him, who obviously include P-Square, Davido and Wizkid, by saying that they had made us look weak by begging and paying the Western world to like them. As expected, outrage from fans followed, and then a couple of days later, Burna Boy again took to Twitter to properly explain himself, openly declaring that nobody outside Afrobeat legend, the late Fela Anikulapo Kuti, or his family can say that he paved the way for him. It is a bold declaration, one that he has since deleted from his Twitter timeline, but was he right about the facts that he stated? Maybe. Can anybody outrightly say that he played a key role in the rise of Burna Boy? Can anyone truly point out the work that they did for him directly, which helped him in becoming a global brand? Now, before the Ye single went international, he had fans. Certainly not as many as he has today, and did equally amazing music, but he was largely seen as just another star, not quite in the league of the top two, Davido and Wizkid. A little bit of luck, consistent hard work, and of course his natural talent skyrocketed his career, creating brand awareness for him outside Africa. It was an opportunity that many before him had received, but not had the kind of follow-up that he has had. In the just over 2 years that have followed, Burna Boy has, by awards ceremony status, held down the position of being Africa's best act, released more equally amazing music, been invited as a guest on top international shows, featured on Beyonce's The Lion King album as the only guest artist with his own song, scored his first UK #1 song, got nominated at and won international awards, sold out shows as the lead performer, and performed on some of the biggest stages worldwide. The Stefflon Don certainly helped to push, and a little sprinkle of arrogance when the Coachella artwork was released and his name was written in small fonts showed the world exactly who Burna Boy is. A talented, hardworking artist that wasn't about to take nonsense from anybody, no matter what was being brought to the table. Now, back to the tweets. Burna Boy scored himself praise for paving his own way, but didn't claim to help others of the Afrobeat or Afrobeat genre. But even though many still reckon that if there wasn't already a growing interest from the rest of the world in music from sub-Saharan Africa, Burna Boy wouldn't have been able to reach the heights that he has today, which could easily be the truth. Another concern that many music lovers seem to have with the rant is the unwarranted digs at their long-term faves, and they have labeled this as just another showcase of arrogance and pride from the anybody singer. Whether Burna Boy understands this or not, the power and opinion of fans is something that every artist should be aware of, and some, like Mr. Easy, found out a little too late.
Hold up! Give it up for Mr. Easy! It's your boy Easy.
Once upon a time, Mr. Easy looked like the next big thing. He really looked it. His songs were booming home and abroad. Fans embraced him like he was the best thing since sliced bread. And even when he staged his first Lagos concert on the same day with Davido's Industry Night Special and Ricardo Banks' Africa Shrine-based concert, he won that battle by a landslide. But then, a few rather harmless but hurtful utterances when putting Nigeria and Ghana in comparison lost him a large chunk of his diehard fans, and while he is still a top artist, he has not quite been able to reach the status that he once enjoyed within the shores of Nigeria. His words did hurt his brand, and we fear that the fans' general understanding of Burna Boy's tweets might receive a similar response. It isn't the first time, however, that Burna Boy's words would put him in a bubble. In 2015, he threatened to hospitalize or kill bloggers who write bad things about him, and then in 2019, he was quoted by international music website Billboard.com as having said that Nigerians love him now because the rest of the world does. He, however, always seems to be able to move the attention away from the things he says and to direct focus to his music, and we hope that he can pull that off yet again.
4 years ago on this stage, I was telling you that the new generations of artists coming from Africa gonna take you by storm. And the time has come. This is for Burna Boy. Burna Boy is among those young artists that come from Africa that is changing the way our continent is perceived and the way the African music have been the bedrock of every music.
We sure hope you enjoyed this video. For more entertaining video content such as behind the scenes of music videos and movies, music concerts, premieres, interviews, and exclusive gists, subscribe now to our YouTube channel Goldmyne TV and be unleashed into a world of super excitement.